this installment won't be as long as the other ones. At least I don't think, because there's a couple of ideas when they get out there. So you saw the intro that came out this week, earlier this week. Um, like I said in the last one, it was very close to completion when I put it out. The actual pilot itself is, I'd say, probably 30-40% done because I've drawn out a majority of it, but I have not composed the editing that much. There's about the first 2 pages and that's it, and it's a 11-page script, so it's probably going to be around 10-11 minutes. But you get the picture. It's I think, well, it's certainly more creative than the other stuff I proposed, and it's a lot easier to do because I can hypothesize and come up with something, and therefore put it out there. So there's a really strong chance that I'll be able to see that be completed within the next few days, or definitely I'd be surprised if this took longer than at the latest 2.5 weeks. It's really nearing. It's gotten further than I initially thought was possible, especially with trying to finish my main project involving stuff moving and all that. So I'm very satisfied with how that's finally coming along. You know, this can't be said as for the Roosevelt film. Although I will say that I've gotten the basic premise of what I want in there. Starts off with this music about him that Mr. Beat made, and then you have the initial year of him being in office, flashbacks of his youth. Like I said, the main goals I want to accomplish are highlighting things that he did in office that I think are substantial to the current period, and for you to walk away from the film and actually feel as if you had some idea of who this person was. You see that character that they describe him as being, this guy who's on the move, who's hyperactive, who is a man that even into his late 50s was still moving around and going about. Um, so it's something I think can be accomplished. Now I don't think I'm going to meet the January deadline, but I'd be very shocked if it didn't come out next year. I want to go for maybe a 40 to 50 minute film. Um, but who knows? I probably it'd be better off to just release it in parts. Like, oh, here's part one, here's part two, here's part three, um, because people have this idea that you have to watch an entire thing when it's sent to you, and it's not true. So I'm appreciative of that being in its stages of development. But the other one has me a lot more excited. Also, I want to explain the quagmire that's in my mind. When I do the works relating to Carter and Truman, there's a very surefire thing in my mind that these have to get done. They're more essential to me than the other presidents. But I run between doing a movie about them being president or doing some kind of show about their youth and just kind of gradually moving to there. And the problem is, if I do a show, I don't want to feel as though I'm picking certain parts and then skipping over other stuff. And I want to accomplish the goal of showing the people that they grew up with, their families, their environment, and how that was in their era. So there's a lot of stuff that can come out of this. I'm really excited about it. The prospects are looking up, and it's nice. Uh, I think when I was having troubles with this computer, and certainly when I was having issues with the writer's block I endured when I first started doing the Roosevelt project, I said, "Oh man, this could never happen. This won't work. This won't come to pass." And it's starting to look up in its own way. So if we can go down the same prosperous road we've seen for the last few, I guess, days or weeks, there's a good chance we can really see some stuff finally come out. And like I said, when I put that intro, I was just so happy to have something that wasn't just me speaking. And it's hard for me to put out unfinished stuff like, oh, here's a test work of this person moving around. Here's this. I know that the appeal is, okay, here's some kind of stuff that is part of that same idea. But at the same time, just say to yourself, man, is this ever going to get finished? And that's why I'd rather put out the whole thing than just have little stuff here and there. But that is the appeal of doing the show, is for the presidents, that you can have chunks come out, these episodic formats that don't take as long as a full-length film, which is what I initially aspired to do. So we'll see what happens. The stuff with the senators, again, that could come out whenever, if I live long enough. Who knows? We have to uh, try to do what we can do. I'm committed to finishing the main project, doing that pilot, seeing how I like it, and trying to move along with the Roosevelt film. There's a lot of stuff. I have lofty goals, and I try to you know contribute to them each and every day. And if I can't finish them, I'll at least feel vindicated by trying to. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.